Okay, when you think about your past experiences reading Shakespeare, what comes to mind? I want you to answer me in one word. You can just call them out. How would you describe it?
Tedious.
Tedious.
Complicated.
Complicated.
Dense.
Dense.
Hard to understand.
Hard to understand. Yes. Okay. So a lot of students, great readers, find Shakespeare incredibly difficult. They even find him a little bit frightening sometimes. If we think of English literature as a house, for a lot of students, Shakespeare is the monster under the bed, right? But in this class, what I'm going to try and show you is that Shakespeare is actually the windows. He's lucid, he's bright, he's totally necessary to feeling alive in the literature, and each time you look at him, you get to see some new form of beauty. It's astonishing. So today we're going to play Elizabethan detectives. What we have here are 4 lines from a play that I'm almost positive none of you have read before. I have taken off the names. You don't know who's speaking, you don't know which country they live in, you don't know their gender, you don't know their age. All you know is what they say to one another. So we have speaker A and speaker B, and I need 2 dramatic souls to volunteer for me today. Perfect. You're going to be speaker A, you're going to be speaker B. Why don't you guys come on up here with your scripts? Okay, and I'm going to have you read through this dialogue 2 times so we can really get the music in our ears.
Okay.
And I will say that this is a negative interaction and tensions are high, so you can keep that in mind as you perform. And you can begin when
Hey,
you like.
you want to be A?
I'll be it, sure. Should dying men flatter with those that live?
No, men living flatter those who die.
Thou, now dying, sayest thou flatterest to me?
Oh no, thou diest, though I the sicker be.
Perfect, okay. It's really good, right? Okay. And encore, please, one more time.
Should dying men flatter those that live?
No, men living flatter those that die.
Thou, now dying, sayest thou flatterest to me?
Oh no, thou diest, though I the sicker be.
Okay, perfect. Great job, you guys. You can take your seats. So what we're going to do quickly is work through the content. So in our own language, we're going to say what each line is saying. And I'll start with the first line. Should dying men flatter with those that live? Should men who are dying flatter or compliment men who are healthy and not close to dying? So who wants to take a stab at B? B's first line.
So that's like contradicting what the first speaker is saying. They're
Good,
saying
yeah.
no, the men that are living should flatter those that are dying.
Perfect, yeah. Saying no, you're absolutely wrong. Healthy men should be complimenting men who are dying. And then A, what is it? Who do they retort with?
You, now that you're dying, are saying that you're flattering me?
Okay. It's interesting. I hear a question mark in your voice, but we don't have one here, right?
Sure.
I had
Right.
that too.
Right, yeah. So I think that we want to put a question mark because A started with a question, right? And so we want him to keep questioning. I've just told you he's a him. But we see that he doesn't. What does that mean? What does that show us, that he doesn't question again?
He's saying like what's happening. It's
Right.
not a question. He's saying you are.
Right, it's declarative. Yeah, he's stopped questioning. Okay, and then what does our last line mean in our own language? Are you responding?
He's saying you're dying, even
Right.
though I'm sicker.
Right.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's kind of a complicated passage. We've got 2 speakers, and they're both kind of telling each other that they're dying. They're kind of wrangling over who should be complimenting who. Now that we've got the music in our ears, now that we've got the content on the page, we're going to put on our detective hats, and we're going to figure out who these people are, what their relationship is to one another. So let's start with power structure. Who wants to make an argument that A is in charge of this conversation? Yeah.
He starting off the conversation, so he's the leader in terms
Good.
of the context.
Good, yeah. So he's literally has the first word.
I mean, he's asking a question. I feel like people of power are more the ones asking
Okay.
questions of, yeah.
Interesting. So you kind of imagine him in like talking to an inferior.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Any other arguments for A? We can look at both his lines in context if we want to. That should be first.
A's like leading the discussion. B is always the one responding.
Good, yeah. B has to speak exactly to the question that A asked. and then B has to correct A again, and A is kind of traveling down their own path. Good. And so we think that A is in charge. Does anybody want to make a counter argument that B is the secret leader here?
I think it's pretty bold that both statements start with a contradiction, especially if A is holding the power in this relationship, B would be challenging both times.
Okay, good. Do people agree with that? Right, yeah. So A, we would say, is in charge. B is not a pushover here. Each time A says something, B says, no, you're wrong. Okay, so we have our power dynamic. What do we think is the context? How do we imagine, where would a conversation like this take place? Can you see a room? Can you see a situation?
A classroom. I feel
classroom.
like
Interesting.
A could potentially be a teacher and B is a student of some
Okay.
sort.
That's fascinating. What else?
Like 2 hospital beds next to each other.
Okay, so a couple of Okay, any other ideas about place or context?
I kind of see like a house where one person is visiting the other who's on their deathbed, and they're fighting. You're dying. No, you're dying.
Okay, good. Why would two people be fighting over a deathbed? It's usually a time for reflection, happiness, memories.
Maybe they're trying to settle a grievance or.
They have like unfinished business or something.
Right, yeah, unfinished business, bad blood that prevents them from being sentimental in this time. Other ideas? What do people fight about when they're dying?
Money. I don't know.
Money, yeah. They do, right? Who's gonna get the money? Who's gonna get the land? Excellent. Other thoughts about this? Anything else you can tell totally in a vacuum?
Neither one seems to want to be the one that's dying. They want to be the one that's living.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a really good point. Nobody's going gentle into this good night in this conversation. Okay, so
All right.
this